Howdy and welcome back to the internet. My name is Sean. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl and we've had some interesting takes over the past 24 hours. Bad Bunny is one of the probably the biggest artist in the world right now. Turning Point USA did not like that Bad Bunny was performing. So they were like, hey, look, we're going to do an alternate Super Bowl halftime show. I just kind of feel like if you're watching the Super Bowl, just enjoy the Super Bowl. But, we can't do that for some reason. So, this was supposed to really rival it. I think a lot of people were hyping it up online, especially on Twitter. They released a few things. It says, streaming on Turning Point USA, YouTube, X, and Rumble. They did come out that due to some technical difficulties, X wasn't working. So they just kind of shoveled everybody to YouTube. Also aired on a couple of different news websites that I personally never heard of. Of course, the headliner for this was Kid Rock. Now, Kid Rock is he's not really that big of an artist to use as like a headliner to rival Bad Bunny. They should have came swinging with somebody else because I was like, Kid Rock. There's been some lyrics that have unsurfaced recently with your boy, and he said some very interesting things. I'm not gonna repeat these words, but those were lyrics. Those were lyrics. I don't know if I would align myself with, those lyrics, especially with everything going on right now. So this was supposed to be the alternate that people were watching, but somebody very important, I don't think they were actually watching it. We did receive a tweet from Donald Trump, the president, said the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. I don't know if he should be commenting on young children. I'm just saying. This show is just a slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market in 401ks in history. I don't know if, artists should be, kind of hyping up the stock market and 401ks. We dollar cost averaging in the 401ks, yeah. People aren't dancing to the stock market. Not a lot that makes sense out of it. But there is something that you could take away is that he didn't watch the Turning Point USA halftime show. Maybe he had it double streamed. I don't know. But supposed to be friends with Kid Rock. He abandoned him, which I would feel very, deeply hurt if I'm Kid Rock, honestly. Dude Nick Adams said, Bad Bunny, woke, wears dresses, does not sing in English, anti-ICE, supports LGBTQ, B-lister. Kid Rock, patriotic, wears blue jeans. Hey! Blue jeans, that's the standard, huh? Blue jeans. Articulate and insightful lyrics. Whoa, hey. I don't know if I'm defending Kid Rock's lyrics right now. I don't know if I'm doing that in the big 2026. Pro-ICE, traditional family values, 50 million records sold. I know which halftime show I'll be watching. Ooh. What do you even say to this? Somebody get Bad Bunny some blue jeans immediately. How many records has Bad Bunny sold? Looks like Bad Bunny's sold over 120 million records. Brother, what are we doing? If I'm him, I'm not putting record sales on this when the other artist just totally whoops his ass. Like, why am I doing that? Jake Paul also had a take on this. Purposefully turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences, which equals viewership for them. You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing who publicly hates America. I cannot support that. Damn, Jake, what the hell? I have to know what the Jake Paulers have to say about this. I must know. It's funny though, because Jake Paul is just assuming that people don't like Bad Bunny. He's like, hey, show these big corporations we're not having it. We're not gonna take it. Why does he assume that people don't like him? Another just bad take. I don't understand where these takes are coming from. Like when you're just kind of you're going against facts right now. And then he goes back, he says, the problem with my tweet is the word fake being misinterpreted. How many ways can you interpret fake? He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican. Oh, obviously. It's not very obvious if people misunderstood what you said, bro. If you benefit from a country and the platform it gives you, but publicly disrespect it at the same time, that's what I mean by being a fake citizen. If you criticize anything, you are fake. Jake Paulers, are we all in agreement with this? Is this right? Jake Paulers, can you hear me? It turns out Logan Paul was not with it. Now, with a lot of these tweets and like with Jake Paul and whatnot, a lot of people were talking about like, we need to get a real American up in here. So of course, a lot of people looked back at some Super Bowl halftime performances, and not all U.S. citizens. They had Phil Collins, The Weeknd, Coldplay, Shania Twain, U2, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Shakira, Rihanna. Oh, wait a minute. We have a tweet for this one. Epic fail. All right. Okay, we're getting into like, early 2010s, meme humor here. Rihanna gave, without question, the single worst halftime show in Super Bowl history. I'm very curious which one, Trump maybe prefers. The Rihanna? Is it the Bad Bunny? What are we doing? Now, it wasn't all hate. They had a lot of people that really liked the performance. When they were in the little house, they had Pedro Pascal, Jessica Alba, Cardi B, and Karol G. All the people with one letter last names, they were there. Ricky Martin, haven't seen that dude in years. And he came out swinging, killing it. Lady Gaga, aka Tia Gaga, Tia Gagita. I think that's their name now. And just, it was overly positive. Look, they had a big sign that said, only thing more powerful than hate is love. I mean, how do you hate on this? That bunny was amazing. Elmo thinks he should be called Good Bunny. Elmo loves you, Mr. Good Bunny. Damn it, Elmo. Now, if that's not the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life. If you're telling me which side I'm going to be on, Kid Rock or Elmo, Elmo seems like Elmo got, good head on his shoulders. Team Elmo over here. Yeah, guys, I thought this was a really great performance. I don't understand the hate. I feel like it's just like culture war over just nothing. And over the past few years and past few performances, I feel like I just see it more and more. And I don't know. It's just so lame. It's just so stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, what did y'all think? Curious how you felt about the performance. Let me know in the comments down below, and like and follow for more.